It's really been a long time, you know? Remember the night? Mm.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl, your diva and knowledge, Lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe de Paris, where I'm always going to pour you a cup of truth and break you off with a slice of knowledge. Big ups to everybody in the chat room. What's up, GK? Good to see you. I'm not going to keep this content too long because it is Saturday. I want to enjoy my evening. I want to drink my wine, kick back and chill because these YouTube platforms can be pretty exhausting at times. So sometimes we need a day off to detox from social media. So I'm not going to keep us too long, but I thought it was very imperative that I put everybody on game. I just found out from Information Man and Poetic Kales mentioned it earlier when I did a live chat with LMP. And basically, YouTube is about to change the game. They're going to be getting rid of the Google Hangout within a year. So come 2020, Google Hangout will be no more. All of these panels that you're seeing, everybody coming on, 8, 9 people on these panels, promoting all of this BFF and uh BMF, all this fuckery and all of this bashing is all going to come to an end. I'm sure there will be other avenues because you have people that are very relentless. They're not going to change their views. They're not going to change the movement that they have been promoting because some people are afraid of change. Some people are afraid of growth. Yes, Lord Drag One, it is true. Google Hangout will be coming to an end. So y'all favorite YouTube content creators that have been promoting this fuckery that y'all so dearly love and support, yes, is going to be coming to an end to a near theater near you. Yes. So there's still good news. There's still good news. The good news is, from my understanding, we won't be able to have other people going live with us, but the direction they're going, from what I understand, if we do go live, is going to be a one man or one woman show. Basically, you'll be able to get someone to call in. I don't know if there's going to be um other companies that are going to take advantage and come up with their own type of hangout. I don't know if YouTube is even going to allow other people to come up with new types of hangout live streaming because it's going to defeat the purpose of them getting rid of Google Hangout. So I don't see YouTube getting rid of Google Hangout just so they can replace it with something similar, because I think that's going to defeat the purpose. I think what it is now, we've reached a state of emergency. As to now, you're going to have to be creative, because you have some people, they cannot work alone. They have to have an entourage. They have to have a panel full of people co-signing on their fuckery, co-signing on their black male bashing. um they have to have a cheerleading team. Some people um are not secure enough to operate these platforms by themselves. They need 6, 7, 8, 9 people on their panel, with their pom-poms, that can cheer them on and cheer on the negative content that they have been creating. Well, what's going to happen is, like Information Man said, which is very true, people are going to have to learn how to be creative now. Okay. So ain't no more 8, 9 people coming on the panel bashing men. It's not going to be no 6, 7 women could do a panel bashing black men live, and all of the black men are not going to be able to have 8, 9 dudes on a panel bashing black women. The dynamics have changed, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad. I'm glad about the change, because one thing about me, I've always been a one woman person anyway. The majority of my content that I have done, for my subscribers that know me, know I've always did the majority of my content alone. I really didn't start doing a Google Hangouts, I'll say probably like the second or third year. But for the most part, I can handle my own. I can stand by myself if I have to. I don't need a cheerleading team. What's up, Simply Deep? I don't need a cheerleading team. I don't need people. I don't need an entourage. So what's going to happen is, being that Google Hangout is going to end in a year, there's going to be some brothers and there's going to be some sisters. They're going to have to step their game up, because they're not going to have their entourage with them. They're not going to have their wolf pack with them. They're not going to have their cat pack with them. Yes, because women could be catty with these contents. So, for both black men and black women who have relied heavily on having Google Hangouts because they're not secure enough to be a one man band where they can play all instruments. They need people on their team to help their brand to expand. I think they're going to get rid of live stream. I don't think they're going to get rid of it, period. But what's going to happen is, from what I've heard, is that it's going to be to where people can only kind of call in. That's the way that I'm understanding it's going to be structured. And I'm gonna tell you something. If it's going to be a call in, that's going to be a hot mess, because you can't have 6, 7 people on the line and they don't know when the other one is going to speak. At least when it was live and you can see everybody's face and you can see everybody talking, you kind of see when somebody was getting ready to speak. You kind of see when somebody. So I don't know how it's going to work. If you're used to having 8, 9 people on your live channel, I don't know how you're going to pull it off with 8, 9 people on the phone. Now, I know sometimes when I would do three-way just on my cell phone, when I three-way somebody and it's three of us on the line, sometimes conversations can clash, you know, and the way people act on these panels, they don't give people a fair turn to speak and come in. I know they're not going to do well if they have to subject to phone conversations versus everybody being on live. So to answer your question, Simply Deep, I think the live will probably still be around, but it's not going to be nothing like what y'all are used to it being. In other words, you're not going to be able to go to somebody's panel and see 8, 9 dudes arguing, bickering, going back and forth. You're not going to see 6, 7 women on the panel arguing, bickering, and going back and forth. That's pretty much about to be thrown out. From my understanding, this is that's just one element, that they may still do the live, but you're going to only be able to do like phone calls, which I'm not even going to want to do lives if I have to have live phone calls. If I have to have 5, 6 people on the same phone, I wouldn't even want to be bothered with it. Or they may completely just do away with it, period, and it may be one of those things where everybody could just come in the chat room, but you're not going to be able to have a bunch of people on your damn panel. So it's going to be one or the other. Either they're going to have the live, but it's going to be through a phone, so you're not going to be able to have 8, 9 people. You may could do 1 or 2 at a time, or they're just going to do away with the live period, and you as the subscribers, y'all are going to have to catch out recorded content. So it's going to be one or the other. Yes, Iron 5. From my understanding, yes. It actually tells you, as soon as I started this Google Hangout just now, it told me as soon as I got on that Google Hangout is going to go away in 2020. So this is not a rumor, it's not a scare tactic. This is really going down, okay? So all y'all favorite content creators that y'all so dearly love, that have 8, 9 people on their channel and panel talking all kind of craziness, that stuff is about to go. It's about to be discarded. Now, Information Man is the person that I got this information from. Big ups to Information Man. He's one of my favorite. I got a select few male content creators who I respect, who I can listen to, who talk common sense, and he's one that I actually do admire. I admire his work and his content. Big ups to Information Man. Again, thank you, Information Man, for putting this out. So that is what's going on. So what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? Your content creators are going to have to learn how to be creative. Yes, they're not going to be able to do no more of these microwave contents where they could throw it together, just come on live, add 8, 9 people on their panel, ramble and talk for 2, 3 hours about the same bull. Is not going down. They're about to change the dynamics. They're going to change the elements. So what's going to happen is, all of you as subscribers, y'all are going to find out who is a real content creator and who is not. Okay, because now we're gonna have to be real with it. There's no more shortcuts. We're gonna have to edit our own stuff. We can't play other people's music. So you're gonna have to make your own beats, or find someone who has beats. All of that is going down. I'm sure that they have. Yeah, yeah. Some of them do, but the problem is about to go. So you're gonna have to be a one woman band or one man band. You're gonna have to be able to represent your platform on your own. You're not going to have a cheerleading team. You're not going to have 8, 9 people on your panel. Okay, you're going to have to be man enough or woman enough to stand alone up in these YouTube streets. Okay, you're going to have to learn how to fight your own battles. You're not going to have an entourage. You're not going to have a cheerleading team with pom poms. Standing on the bleachers cheering and clapping for you and giving you this praises. You're going to have to step your game up. Exactly, Real Goldie. You're gonna have to boss up. What's up, LMP? Appreciate you for stopping by. So what's going to happen is, a lot of you content creators, you're going to find out how much they really lack talent. You're going to find out how poor they are in delivering good content on their own. What's up, Poetic Kales? I was just telling everybody who just came in the chat. This is the reason why I'm doing this Google Hangout. I did a live chat with LMP, who's in here, and Poetic Kales, who was in here as well. I just did a live chat with LMP channel. You can check him out as well. He does really good content. And we were just talking about the changes that YouTube is getting ready to transform into. The Google Hangouts are coming to a dead end. As soon as I logged in on the Google Hangout, it had a big old sign, a big old pop-up that stated 2020 Google Hangout will no longer, whatever, however they worded it, be usable or whatever. So it's not a rumor. This is not a scare tactic. It's really going down. So I found out from Kels and LMP, and then I also looked at Information Man's video. He was very thorough. He broke it down to a science. So for you content creators who really want to know the depth of it, check out Information Man. he was very, very thorough in explaining how it's going to play out. So with that being said, Information Man made a very good point when he stated people are going to have to be creative now. Because like I said, we got a lot of microwave content creators. They're used to just doing stuff as they go along. They're not used to being original. They don't do new content. They playing other people's music. They don't know how to make beats. They don't know other people who have beats. All they want to do is hurry up and jump on live so they can get ready to talk trash about somebody. They don't want to put no real time, no real energy, no real effort. They don't want to edit. They don't want to do anything. Now, for those of you, if y'all been keeping up with me, my last two videos that I have done, the intro, all the editing, I did that by myself. Anytime you see any of my videos, the intros, all of the different clips that are being presented through the whole video, I do my own editing. So I'm not worried about this change. I ain't never scared. I'm ready for it because I know I can handle it. I can do a lot of my own stuff. So I'm good. So I'm not worried because I don't need 8 or 9 people on my panel to help my panel to continue to grow. I can handle it. So for those who are secure in a channel and you've never been one to have 8 or 9 people sitting in your corner and sitting on your panel to give you ratings, to give you extra views, then you'll be good to go. You have nothing to worry about. Now, if you're one, most of your content has always been with an entourage. What's up, cool gent? Most of your content, you've always had to have a whole entourage. You've had to have a whole crew on your panel. These are the ones that are probably going to struggle because they're used to having a cheerleading team. Now, if you're somebody that you're used to giving good content, you're used to doing content by yourself. I've been doing content by myself since I started the YouTube sector. When I first began, I started my channel in 2016. And for the most part, if you look back at all of my older videos, I've always been a one-woman band. I didn't start going live with doing panels and stuff, I think, till probably like 2017, 2018. And even then, for the most part, I've always worked alone. And, so I'm not intimidated or worried about the changes. But what's going to happen is for those who have been doing content based on BFF and these male content creators and these female content creators, if most of their content is on bashing black men, a lot of them are going to be lost in the sauce because now they're not going to have their cheerleaders that's going to back up their fuckery movement. Now they're going to have to, I don't know how long you're going to talk about the same thing over and over and over by yourself. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm trying to figure out how is it going to work if you always did content bashing black women or you've always done content blasting black men. How is it going to work when you are by yourself? Is that what you're going to talk about alone the whole time? And you don't have 5, 6 other people on the panel co-signing with your movement. So what's going to have to happen is you're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to talk about different things. You're going to have to be original. You're going to have to pay for stuff because the problem with a lot of these content creators, they don't want to pay for nothing. If anything, they want to get paid. We have a lot of content creators. They're so busy looking for donations. They're so busy looking for people to invest into their brand. But the problem is YouTube has made a lot of content creators spoiled because the majority of us, we did not have to pay YouTube any money to start our brand. Okay, now we may have had to invest as far as buying your microphone. You may have had to pay somebody for beats or something like that. But the problem is we got a lot of spoiled brats on these YouTube streets. They have a lot of spoiled brats that are used to having everything handed to them, and they're not used to having to really pay for anything. What's up, Kent Jackson? JD. I've heard that. The only thing that would change is the title. Well, Cool Jim, I've kind of heard a little different. I've heard it's going to be different now to where you're not going to be able to have a bunch of people on your panel. Either going to have to call in, and I don't know how that's going to work. Like, y'all are used to going on people's channels, and you're used to seeing 5, 6 people on the panel. You used to seeing the brothers go in on the sisters going in on the brothers. Y'all know how messy these live Google Hangouts get, where you got too many personalities, you got too many people on one panel. Eventually, somebody's going to get out of pocket. Eventually, somebody's going to be rude. Somebody's going to get disrespectful. We see this all the time. I don't have to explain the details to y'all. Y'all already know. Y'all witnessed the drama. Y'all witnessed the chaos when you see 8, 9 people on the panel. So I think the change is good. I think the change is good. I think sometimes we need to be stretched and we need to be taken out of our element. And this just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just YouTube. What a lot of people have to understand is life brings about changes. This is why you can't never get too big. You can't never smell yourself. What's up, mug? You can't get too arrogant. You can't become too conceited. You can't become too prideful just because you've been running the show for a long time. You've been calling the shots. You've been promoting the garbage you've been wanting to promote. You've had people on your team helping you to promote this garbage that you promote on these live panels. What you're not understanding is life brings about changes. And it just amazes me that sometimes when we finally climb the ladder and we become successful, rather if it's on YouTube, rather if it's in a business, or whether we get job promotions, you go from being an employee to a CEO, to a director, to an administrative executive. Some of us, when we climb the ladder, we start smelling ourselves. We don't know how to act. We get disrespectful. We start breaking all the rules, because what happens with authority, the more we get authority, the bigger the ego becomes. And this is for men and women. I'm sure all of you at some point have been on a job, and you saw somebody get a promotion. That person might have started off just being a janitor, or just being, a front desk clerk and stuff like that. What's up, Devin Helly? And also, yeah, happy Father's Day weekend to all of the dads in the building. Just in case, I know I'm not going live tomorrow, so I definitely want to wish all of my male subscribers an early happy Father's Day. So definitely, y'all deserve to be honored, just like women are always honored on Mother's Day. I definitely want to tell all of my guys, all of my fathers in here, you have a happy Father's Day, regardless of the circumstances. If you're getting along with your baby mama, you're not getting along with your baby mama, that does not define you as a father. A father is a man who loves his children and takes care of his children. So I don't care what personal issues, or if your baby mama try to make you feel less of value, like you're not doing enough, that still has nothing to do with you being a father. So I definitely want to give a big ups to all of the fathers out there, and I hope you enjoy your Father's Day tomorrow. Just thought I'd get that out of the way. Yes, good word, mug. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Yes, strongly encourage or urge someone to do something. I totally agree. So what's going to happen is that again, when people get in certain positions, they don't know how to act. We start growing, we start doing good, we start making money, we start, prospering. We're getting all this love, we're getting all this admiration, we're getting all these props, and it's slowly but surely it starts to swell our head. Our egos are getting swollen. And when you're the type of person, you become so consumed with your ego, you will overlook a lot of significant details. I've seen people who started off small, and once they finally climb the ladder and they start doing well, the attitude, the ego gets out of pocket. And sometimes what I've learned in life, sometimes God has a way of bringing you down where you have to come and face yourself and you have to take a slice of humble pie. Because the truth is, a lot of us, as black men and black women, a lot of us have to be humbled. We really do. Because we think we know everything. We're too smart for our own good. We think we're invincible. Nobody can tell us nothing. And sometimes things have to change as a reminder to make you realize that you can never ever get too complacent. It doesn't matter how good you're sitting. It doesn't matter how good you're eating. Things can change in a matter of time. Um, before your live ends. Hopefully, I'm gonna try not to keep it too long, but hopefully, but I'm gonna leave it up, Rain and Woman. So whatever you don't catch, believe me, it'll still be up. So yeah, I'm not sure with the time or whatever, how long I'm gonna be on here. I don't want to be too long. But again, for everybody who's coming into the chat room, it has been brought to my attention that the live Google Hangout is going to be coming to an end. So your favorite content creators who have always had an entourage on their panel, who has always had a cheerleading team on their panel, or your favorite content creators who have always had a praise team, people that cheers them on, that supports the garbage they promote, that promotes the black men bashing, the black female, uckery, all of that is slowly but surely about to diminish. So what's going to happen is, now that we're not going to be able to have live panels like we used to, and they may still allow it, but it's not going to be the way we're used to it. And they may change it to where we have to use phones. And to me personally, I'm not going to do that. If it gets to the point to where people have to call in when we do live panels, then what I would do, I would just have one guest on, if it ever comes to that. Because there's no way in hell I'm gonna have 2-3 people on the phone and everybody's trying to talk over everybody. I'm not gonna, me personally, I wouldn't recommend it or whatever. But so this was going on. So what's going to happen is y'all favorite content creators are going to have to be creative. Like I said, if you know your business and you are confident, this change is not going to affect your channel. Me personally, I do my own editing. A matter of fact, I just changed my theme music. I just changed my intro at my last video. So if you check out my last video and you see the intro with the cup of coffee pouring and all, I've done all of that. So the more creative you are, the less of a problem this is going to be for you, if you know how to do your own stuff. So the only thing is, I'm gonna have to find someone to do beats, and I'm not worried about that. I know there's plenty of guys in the YouTube streets that can help me with that, so I'm not worried about that. But y'all favorite content creators, they're gonna have to step their game up, and it is time for change. Honestly, it's been long overdue. I'm glad that YouTube is making these changes. It's just time. It's been going on way too long. And sometimes change is good, because what change does is change will take you out of your element. Change will help you to mature and grow up, because now you have to make changes. And the problem is with these YouTube sectors, people have become spoiled brats. They're used to doing what they want to do. They're used to saying whatever they want to say. They're used to cutting corners. A lot of them, they don't take no real effort in doing their content. They just jump on live and have 8, 9 people on the panel going back and forth, cursing each other out, screaming at each other, barking at each other. Is black women that are doing this on their panels, and it's black men as well that are doing this on their panels. There's no creativity. All it is drama. Half of these YouTube content creators, they should get a Grammy award for best actors and best actresses, because a lot of them just be acting a straight goddamn fool. That's a lot of them problem. They get behind these computers and they get behind these keyboards, and they have all this social media boldness where they say all type of disrespectful things to their subscribers. They say disrespectful things to people on their panel who disagree with their views. So this was bound to come because somebody was gonna mess it up. It's always somebody's always messing up a good thing, and sooner or later, when people start doing too much of the wrong thing, the rules start changing because a lot of these content creators, they keep forgetting they don't own YouTube. I don't care how you may own your donations, you may own your panel, you may own your channel, but you don't own YouTube. And a lot of them forgot that. A lot of them forgot that one day, oh, YouTube could change the rules. YouTube could flip the script. A lot of them didn't prepare themselves for that because they always felt like what they're doing, they're going to always be able to continue to do it. What's up, susbuds? Few of the black content would say they don't know what they're going to do without the fuck. I know they don't. I know they don't. This is what happens when you do not have self growth. You don't have self growth. A Black Avenger, and that's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm not wishing anybody bad luck, but I tell you what, I'm glad because now they're going to have to pay to support another Black enterprise. I hope they all go to Black Avenger and help him to and pay so they can expand his brand. I think that's a wonderful thing. And if I get to where I need to get, hell, I'll go over there too. But we all know it takes a while before it's probably going to take a while before Avenger gets to the level of YouTube. And I'm not locking the Avenger because everybody had to start from somewhere. YouTube was not big either. So I definitely want to give the Black Avenger props for even starting a platform so Black men and Black women can have a voice because nobody else was going to do it. A lot of them like to sit up here and talk trash, but when it comes to stepping outside of the element and doing bigger and bigger things, a lot of them don't have the heart and a lot of them don't have the balls to do it. So big ups to Black Avenger for even being creative enough to come up with something where Black men and Black women could have a voice so they could just transfer their fuckery over there. And I think that's a good thing because he needs to get paid. Black Avenger, he needs to get paid. He deserves to get paid. If he's giving Black men and Black women a voice, they need to pay him to use his platform. I agree with that. Because as much as these brothers and sisters like to scream about, we stingy, we broken, we poor. Well, I tell y'all what, y'all better not be stingy and poor and broke when it come to going to Black Avenger, because y'all gonna have to pay for that. So all this trash talking about people being stingy and not having no money, well, y'all better have y'all money, okay? Get ready to spend y'all money. Return the favor. Yo, it been Black men and Black women who supported your brand, who is giving you money, giving you donations. Return the blessings. Give the Black Avenger, give that man some money for giving you a platform. Hello. Give that man some money. Give him some bread because he deserves it. Don't be stingy since y'all around here preaching to all y'all subscribers about being stingy and not having no money. Well, you need to make sure y'all need to pay Black Avenger lovely. And I ain't talking about don't pay him no post-dated check. Y'all need to give him some money for giving y'all a voice on these YouTube streets so y'all can keep promoting the fuckery garbage that y'all been promoting. And that goes for Black men and Black women. So I'm glad. I'm glad that there are other alternatives, so we're not confined to just doing our content on one particular platform. I think it's awesome, but I tell you one thing, brothers and sisters are going to have to step their game up because a lot of y'all are used to traveling with the entourage. Okay, y'all used to have it. Y'all cheerleading team with y'all. So you're going to have to be able to hold an intellectual dialogue. And the thing about it is you cannot talk about the same thing every day because you're going to lose your audience. Because it's bad enough now, your subscribers is going to only be limited to hearing you talk and hearing your voice because you're not going to have your entourage. So if you're going to talk about the same thing every day, you're going to slowly but surely lose your subscribers. So you have to switch it up. You have to make it interesting. You have to make it fun. It's kind of Y'all ever been in school? Remember back in y'all school days in high school? Y'all ever remember that kid? And hell, maybe you was that kid. You remember that kid who always showed his ass when he was around his friends? He talked a lot of trash. He was a big bully. As long as he had his homeboys or as long as she had her homegirls. Y'all ever remember that one kid that just always talked trash and showed out? But when you seen that kid by themselves, they never had nothing to say to nobody because they didn't have their entourage there. Well, that is how the YouTube streets are going to work. Y'all are going to find out if y'all favorite content creators are going to be able to stand alone. Okay. And I'm glad. I'm glad. I think content creators need to get back to being by themselves because I strongly believe that this is a good thing. This is going to make us grow because when you realize that you're not going to have 8, 9 people on live, constantly changing the flow of your content and changing the flow of your conversation, it puts all the pressure on you, which means you're going to have to constantly be able to keep the conversation flowing without losing your place and without losing your subscribers. You're going to have to be a one man band or a one woman band. So I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I am looking forward to the change because I want to see what some of these sisters and brothers are going to do by themselves because they have been acting up way too long with their entourage. I'm tired of these women acting up with the cat pack. And I call these female YouTube content creators that have other females on their panels that's co-signing on the black man bashing. I call them the cat pack. We've always had the cat pack. Okay, I want to see how some of these sisters are going to survive without their cat pack, and I also want to see how these brothers are going to survive without their wolf pack. How are you going to keep this going without your rock rollers barking for you? And that's what I'm interested in seeing. So, and honestly, I think a lot of people are going to do better. I really do. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think people are going to do better because when you know you are alone, it makes you more focused. It makes you more determined. When you know you have to do a job alone and you got to get it done by yourself. When you have a team, you kind of sloppy. You rush through it. You don't put no real thoughts into it. And I think this change is good because it's going to make people who've been promoting garbage, it's going to make them start it's going to stretch them beyond the capacity of just promoting fuckery. They're going to have to talk about something different. And I'm looking forward to that because I want to hear what else do you have to talk about. Okay, I get it. You don't like black men. I get it. You hate your baby daddy. I get all of that. You hate black women. You hate your baby mama. I understand that. But now I am ready to hear you talk about something more fulfilling. I am ready for you to educate me. I'm tired of you entertaining me. I want you to educate me. I want you to enlighten me. It's time for black men and black women to start dispersing more fulfilling content that's going to be effective for the black community, really for all communities. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't need to just do content just for the black community. What about doing content for the community in general? That's the problem with a lot of us as black men and black women. We want to stay where we feel comfortable because growth is uncomfortable. Anytime you have to step outside and do something that you're not used to doing, it's very uncomfortable. It's very painful. What's up, Kefra? Welcome back, Rain on Woman. What's up, Craig? Yeah, Craig. You know I tell the truth, raw with no condom. Yes, sir. Yeah, and I'm glad. I am glad because I want to see us grow. I want to see us grow. I'm glad, Kujin. I want to see us grow. I am tired of us staying on the same level. It's a lot of immature and childish grown men and grown women that are so petty. Now you're not gonna have the advantage to be petty. Y'all are gonna have to come up with some real content, some real material, because if you are boring, you are going to know it, because your subscribers are going to be leaving you like they leave a cookout when they run out of ribs. Okay, so y'all are going to have to do something different. um no, I just went, oh, okay, okay. You just made you a cup of coffee. Girl, rain a woman, you like me. I can have coffee 5 times a day. I'm just a coffee fanatic. I love me some coffee. Girl, I'm serious. Here's come, you'll see the difference. Yeah, cool, Jen, and I'm looking forward to it. The only thing I hate is that I won't be able to do my lives with the people that I like doing my lives with. Like I like doing my lives with Cool Jet Kels and Wake the Hell Up 7 and Information Man. It's people I love doing lives with. But I, I'm woman enough to know that life brings about changes, and you can't never get comfortable being in the same box. And that is the problem with the YouTube streets, and this is why the atmosphere has shifted. It has shifted. And this is why I tell all of you, I don't care how good you're sitting right now. I don't care how much money you making right now. I don't care how great things are going in your life right now. Never get so big to the point to where you become comfortable with disrespecting people, treating people unkind, because things can change for you in a matter of seconds. So you never really want to get to that point and you think that, oh, I'm doing good. I got 300,000 subscribers. Nothing could stop me. I'm getting all these donations. I'm getting all this love. I'm getting all this admiration. And next thing you notice, somebody pulling the plug on you. It happens all the time. That's why I try to stay humble as much as possible. I pray daily to stay humble. I never want to get to the point to where I reach a new level and I'm rude to people. I'm disrespectful to people. I'm talking down to people. I fight daily to not carry that kind of spirit. Because that's the worst kind of spirit to have. Because the same people you took your nose up to is the same people that's going to have that you're going that you're going to have to walk in shame. They're going to see you in your shame. They're going to see you in your shame. So it's very important that no matter how blessed you are and no matter how big you get, you stay humble and you treat people with kindness, because life can change in a matter of seconds. And it's very disheartening that it's not enough of us. We don't realize that until it happens. It's very important that you remain humble. Kujit, yeah, but from what I've read was that it hasn't been confirmed as far as Hangouts. Well, what I know when I logged on to do this live, Kujit, it said as soon as you log on live that this is going to be the last year of the Google Hangout. So I could be wrong, but I think they mean business. And the reason why I don't put it past them is because a lot of channels has been getting terminated that we never thought would get terminated. A lot of people been getting flagged that we never thought would get flagged. So with everything that's going on around us, I wouldn't say they would not doing it or would do it. I think it's to that point now. I think it has gotten there now. I really do. I think now they're getting ready to shut it down because I think it's probably becoming too much with flagging, all of these channels and terminating channels left and right. So it's kind of like I noticed. I don't know if it's like this in the states where y'all are residing, but like here in Savannah, I remember in high school, there was a lot of fights. During my time in high school, I think I was in high school 93, 94. I think graduated 99, something like that. But anyway, and there used to be a lot of fights because remember how when kids would go to school, certain kids wouldn't have affordable or expensive name brand clothes. There was always kids who could always afford to get the best of everything. We all knew those kids, and maybe you was that kid that was spoiled. Your mom could always buy you the new Felines, the new Jordans that came out. Or you was one of those girls where I knew a girl, she got new sneakers every week. I mean, I knew her parents had some dough because every time this chick got new shoes came out, she was the first to rock them. She always had the nice clothes. She always had the nice name brand. You know, I could always tell. I could tell she was well off. Now, me on the other hand, my mom didn't send me to school looking like a bum, but if I got a pair of sneakers, I had to make them sneakers last at least for 6 months or 8 before my mom would change them over unless I really tore the sneakers up and I had to get another pair or whatever. So with that being said, what happened in a lot of these schools, there would be a lot of fights, you know, because kids was getting picked on, kids were getting bullied, and all type of things were happening. That was becoming a problem. So what a lot of these high schools started doing, and they still have it here in Savannah, they started making the uniform policy a rule for all schools. And why they had to do that was because as long as everybody was dressed the same, nobody would be able to pick on the other. Nobody would be able to say anything to the other because everybody was dressed the same. And that's what's going on in the YouTube sector. They're going to make the policy a one size fits all. That way it can reduce and it can eliminate a lot of the drama and a lot of the negative comments and the hate speech and all of that can be eliminated. Um, and yeah, RBR, you have a point. You know, that could very well be. But the main thing I'm saying is I really don't want to debate the issue because we can go back and forth all day. You know, my thing is this. That's my overall point that I want people to understand. My thing is, rather if YouTube keep it the same, rather if they change it, rather if they keep the Google Hangout or they don't keep the Google Hangout, I doubt YouTube is going to shut down. I doubt that. YouTube is not going to shut down, but what YouTube is going to start doing is they're going to make so many damn rules that it's going to be harder and harder for people to come on these platforms and say what they want to say, do what they want to do. They've been terminating channels left and right. So I don't think YouTube is going away, but what I do think is YouTube is going to tighten the leash around the neck and they're going to make it harder and harder and harder for people to be able to say and do what they want to do. That's what I think. But no, I don't think YouTube is going anywhere. I don't think that. But they're not playing with this hate speech stuff. We see it around us. We see channels getting terminated. We see they cutting people live stream off in the middle of their live stream. So there is nobody. Why should anybody be surprised that YouTube is going to make changes? It's going, things are going to change. Nothing ever stays the same. Even if you've been on the same job, anybody who's been on the same job for 10 years, 15 years, they can tell you nothing stayed the same when they first started working there. It's just natural for stuff to change. I'm not saying that YouTube is going to shut down and go away. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is YouTube is going to start changing. Nothing ever stays the same. Life don't even stay the same. We all got a birth date and we all got a death date. Everything has an expiration date. Everything has an ending at some point. Even life is not permanent. So what I'm saying is we have to be prepared for changes. I don't care how good your channel is doing. I don't care how great your panel is. YouTube is going to constantly change the policies and procedures to where we can't say and do what we want to do any kind of way. That's what I'm saying. What's up, Alan? What's up, Tyrone? Dallas Cowboys. What I'm saying, what I'm telling everybody is, regardless of what we think, they may change the title, they may not touch Google Hangout. But from my understanding, when I logged in just now, when I started this content, it said Google Hangout will be going away come 2020. Now, I don't know, maybe something similar will take Google Hangout place, but let me tell you something. I'm not going to wait for it to get to the point where they change stuff on me and I'm lost in the sauce. So starting now today, I'm going to start learning to get used to editing and doing a lot of my own stuff, getting my own beats because I do I want to be in alignment with the rules that YouTube has set forth. I don't want them bothering my channel because I went against the rules and the regulations. So my thing is, I'm not gonna take it for granted. I know a lot of people might say they ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna only do this. I'm like this. I'm gonna be 20 steps ahead of the game. I'm not waiting till something happens and oh, I should have listened, because that happened to a lot of people. A lot of people thought their channel would never get terminated because YouTube was letting them do what they want to do. And they felt like because YouTube is this big old industry, oh, they ain't gonna mess with my channel. They ain't got time to mess with my little channel. And before you know it, they got terminated. So none of us can say for sure because we don't own YouTube. Not me, not one person in this chat room. Nobody owns YouTube to be knowing what YouTube is going to do and not going to do. So with that being said, you're going to have to start applying a different method because they're getting ready to switch the game up. So if you've been only talking politics, and politics is the reason your channel kept getting flagged, you're going to have to change, flip the script. If all you promoted was fuckery, whether if you was a black woman with a panel promoting black male fuckery, or you was a black man promoting black female fuckery, if those issues kept getting you flagged, if they was the reason your channel got terminated, what it means is you're gonna have to change the game. You got to do something different. It's not, there's nothing wrong with change. I don't know why people are afraid of change. If even though your content has been if I'm a woman and my content has been on bashing black men and I talk bad about black men, that's all I've ever done, and YouTube flags my channel or said or shuts my channel down because I've been saying negative things about black men, guess what? That means I got to talk about something different. I got to go a different angle. If you seeing discussing these issues is drawing negative attention and is causing your channel to constantly be triggered, that's a sign you need to change the game. Growth is good. I don't know why people are scared of growth. What's wrong with talking about something different? What's wrong with coming up with new topics? What's wrong with coming up with new energy? What is wrong with that? I can't understand why people are getting upset with changes. Change is good. I remember the last job I worked at, a lot of people was mad because the rules were changing. Why we got to do this? Why we got to do that? Exactly, Alan Walker. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. I'm glad somebody has it. Alan Walker said, everything must and will change. Thank you. That is all I'm saying. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Things change. We are changing. Every day something is changing. Businesses are changing. So none of us can't say what direction YouTube gonna go or not. But I know one thing, YouTube is not gonna always stay the way it is. They're gonna keep changing stuff. And y'all got to be prepared for that. It's just as simple as that. We want to sit up here, oh, y'all, YouTube ain't gonna do this. Unless you the CEO of YouTube, you can't say what YouTube is going to do. Unless you own it, unless you market it, YouTube belongs to you. You can't say what they're going to do. You can't say what they're going to do. You can't. I'm not going to call a bluff. I'm not going to keep pushing my luck. And then when they pull the plug, oh, okay, so they really wasn't going for hate speech. Oh, they really wasn't going for that. Oh, okay, they ain't playing with me. Oh, they terminated my channel. Oh, so they meant business. That's my thing. When you see what's going on around you, you seeing channels getting terminated. As soon as I came on here, they're talking about Google Hangout come 2020. It's not going to be accessible. So I say all that to say this: change is a part of life. There's no need for us to bicker or get mad about the changes that are getting ready to transpire. Embrace the changes. All it's going to do is make you step your game up. I remember when I was on my last job, we had a boss that let us pretty much do whatever we wanted to do. My boss was real cool. My boss was laid back. He did not care if I came in 10 minutes late, 20 minutes late. He was mad chill. Okay. Times I would call in, he wouldn't even get mad. He'll say, okay, I'll go ahead and fill in for you. And I will tell y'all, I became so comfortable with that. I mean, I had become real comfortable. I was like, I was just really pushing my luck. I was coming in later and later because I knew I had a boss that was cool. I just wasn't as professional because I had a laid back boss. But how about y'all? My boss, who had been there for 11 years, he was the man who hired me. He gave me that position. And for the 3 years I was 3 years I was with him, he made my job smooth sailing. How about one day I came to work thinking it's going to be a regular day, thinking I was going to see my boss Charlie because he was always there in the mornings when I would come in. I pull up to work this particular day, and I notice my boss Charlie, he's not in the office. I notice his car is not parked in the employee section. So I'm automatically wondering, okay, what's going on? Why Charlie not here? And sure enough, my director came to me and told me that Charlie had abruptly quit. He walked out and left. He ain't warned nobody. He didn't say, well, Mocha, I plan on leaving. So, you might want to look for something because the new management, just in one day, y'all, when the new management came in, I tell you, they have so many rules. I felt like an inmate in a goddamn correctional facility. It was rule after rule after rule. I'm telling you, Alan, I was lost in the sauce. I was able to get away with murder. That new management came in, you can't be 5 minutes late. You can't. We used to be able, we had it so good. I used to cut because our lunch breaks would be like 30 minutes, right? The boss was so chilled, I could take my lunch break for like an hour or two and he wouldn't even dock me. Man, I tell y'all, they came in and flipped the script on your girl Mocha. They telling us your lunch break is only 30 minutes and they make it so bad. We used to could leave off of campus and got our food because I didn't like the food on the job. They would serve the same thing every day, like tuna fish, sandwich, and just stuff I ain't really like. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave my job so I can get me a hot meal. Sometimes I like hot chicken tenders. I want to get me some hot fried chicken. I want to get me some hot. I don't like sandwiches and egg salad and stuff. You know what I mean? They changed all that. It's about, oh, we got to eat food on the job now. We can't even leave the job. But yo, I'm telling y'all, my feelings was hurt. My feelings was hurt. I felt like my life, I was just devastated, Cool Gent. That killed my spirit. And we was able to do what we wanted to do for 3 years. And he quit. I said, oh my gosh. So the next manager we had, oh my Lord, when I tell you this lady she really, really blowed me. Charlie, on the other hand, he was a laid back dude, he didn't really care. He did his job now, but he was cool, calm, and collective. And what would happen is sometimes the director will always try to challenge Charlie and would get Charlie to make us do stupid stuff. And Charlie would challenge them and said, no, I'm not having my security officers do that. Y'all do that. He would buck them every time because they was trying to get us to do stuff that was just damn stupid. And he wasn't going for it. Like, no, I'm not letting them do that. And he had our back. This new chick, Rush. Just thinking about that making me mad now. And I ain't been to the job for 2 years. This chick was a straight, she was a straight slave. She had no backbone, y'all. Everything the director told her to make us do, she wouldn't contest nothing. What's up, healthy heavyweights? She wouldn't contest nothing. If they said, I want security to stand on top of the roof, this dumb spineless helper will come in and say, okay, guys, today you got to stand on the roof. I said, oh my gosh, I knew I wasn't going to be here long. I knew I was not going to keep that job long. Alan, like you said it, that comfort zone was disrupted. It hurt my feelings. My feelings was so hurt. My feelings was hurt. My life was not the same when they changed that management. That broad came in there. She did not have our back, yo. She ain't had our back on nothing. Anything they said, she went for it. She ain't tried to fight for nothing. So, long story short, it all went to hell. The whole department went downhill. When you have a spineless supervisor, you have a submissive director that is a yes person, they will ruin the whole damn department. I promise you. Yes, Alan, I totally agree. Girl, rain a woman, I'm telling you. I wanna cry just thinking about that right now. That chick came in there, she changed the whole atmosphere. Girl, when she came up in there, it was like being an inmate at a correctional facility. They was monitoring when we took our lunch, when we got back from lunch, what we had for lunch, what we paid for lunch. Girl, woo, I tell you, that's what I tell you. Y'all can't be comfortable with nothing. Even with these YouTube streets, you cannot be comfortable. You cannot fall up behind these rumors. Oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna touch my channel. YouTube ain't got time for my channel. YouTube got too much other stuff they got to worry about. They ain't gonna flag my channel. And next thing you notice, you're in the middle of a live stream and they unplugging your channel. Cool Gent, I'm telling you, I was so blowed. Man, I almost hit the pipe after that. I'm telling you, I almost want to hit the pipe. Man, it was terrible, yo. I mean, she ain't changed like some things. She changed everything. Everything. And you know what they was doing, y'all? They was nitpicking about stupid stuff. Let me tell you how bad it got with this job. Let me tell you how bad it got. I was doing security, right? And we was doing security inside like a little guard shack or whatever. And it was like a little like little office or whatever. And what would happen is when people would come in and pull up, we would have to get up and greet them and sign them in and stuff like that, right? So sometimes we would sit on the side versus in the front where they can see you right away. We would sit on the side because sometimes the sun was beaming so strong, it was hard to sit to the front and see who was coming in. So sometimes we would sit to the side, which means we could still see who was coming in, but at least you ain't had all that sun blinding you. This chick was nitpicking. I want to strangle her. She's about, y'all cannot sit on the side. You got to sit to the front. They was treating us like kindergartens. We couldn't even sit how we want to sit. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was just straight terrible. They was doing nitpicking. You know it's time to leave a job. When they start nitpicking about stupid stuff, it is time to evacuate from that job. That's what I'm saying, Alan. And that's the whole purpose of me doing this content. People want to sit up here and debate, well, YouTube is a $1 billion industry. That got nothing. I don't give a rat's behind how much money YouTube makes. What we have to understand as content creators, we don't own YouTube. They're going to change things how they want to, and we got to be prepared for that. That's my whole purpose of doing this content. I've had people, they're not going to do this, they're not going to do that. Keep thinking that, and you're going to be the main one they make an example out of. It's people right now, and I'm not going to say no names. It's people right now who swore YouTube was never going to come for them. They just swore YouTube was not going to comfort them. They got more and more bold with disregarding the rules and the policies that YouTube makes very clear to us as their content creators. They got more and more comfortable with hate speech. They got more and more comfortable. And eventually, YouTube gave them so much rope that they eventually ended up hanging themselves. And that's the dangerous part. Sometimes um, people will give you a lot of rope to hang yourself. People let you go for 2, 3 years doing what you want to do. And when you least expect it, they catch you off guard and they put a plug on you. And it happens. And you got to be prepared for that. That's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is your favorite YouTube content creators, depending on what YouTube decides to do, because YouTube is the boss, YouTube, even if they do keep the Google Hangout, let's say if they do decide to keep it, which I don't think they do, they're going to make it hard for you to want to keep it. They may start making folks pay money if they want to keep YouTube as a feature on their channel. And I'm letting you know now, I'm not about to pay for it. I'm not going to. So, all of these people who've been begging for y'all donations and been telling y'all got to pay donations, they're going to end up having to spend them same donations if they want to stay, if they want to reside on these YouTube streets. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is, you know. But that's the only reason why I did this content, everybody. I just wanted to basically state that things are getting ready to change in the YouTube streets. The Google Hangout is not going to be the same. If they do keep it, if they do decide to keep it, if they do decide to replace Google Hangout with something else that provides the same tools, I guarantee you it's going to be a catch-22. I guarantee you it's not going to be nothing like we used to it. They may pay you, they may make you pay per hour for how long you be on the panel. I'm telling you, they're going to come up with some crazy stuff. Y'all just sit and get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. They're going to come up with extra stuff. They not going to let things keep going the way it's going. If they do decide to keep the Google Hangout, or if they do decide to replace it with a different feature, they're going to find a way to pimp you. They're going to make you pay per hour, probably for however long. Hell, they may even make you pay per guest. They may make you pay for every person that you allow on your panel. I don't know. I'm just hypothetically speaking. You think they just gonna let you enjoy these YouTube streets? Ain't nothing for free. You already know. That's why it's called freedom. The word is called freedom. Because if you think you're gonna get something for free, then your ass is dumb. Yes, sir. Those of y'all who've been begging for donations, you are going to have to use those same donations to keep your channel, to keep your live stream. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is for free. Nothing is for free. But I really think I don't think people are going to allow this to deter them. I think everybody, those who have to change their movement, I think they're going to do bigger and better things. Black, like I said, we have Black Avenger that's going to have a platform. And the way I see it, if y'all going to go to YouTube, Black Avenger, yep, y'all need to pay this brother his funds. Don't be stingy. Like y'all be telling y'all subscribers, don't be stingy. Stop being broke. Stop being poor. Y'all so poor, y'all can't even afford the last two letters. Y'all just P-O, poor. Woo! So what's going to have to happen is you got to put your money where your mouth is. You're going to have to take them some donations you've been collecting and you're going to have to invest. And I think that's only fair. If you go onto another platform, we need to support Black Avenger. Everybody wants to sit up here and complain. It's $10 a month. Don't complain about paying somebody else when your subscribers have been paying you money. Hello. So return the favor, bless somebody else. Okay? Stop sitting up here talking about you want donations, but you don't want to support another brother who's trying to make a platform, so who has made a platform correction for Black men and Black women to have a voice. Y'all need to pay Black Avenger, pay that man, bless that man. Stop, like you tell your subscribers, stop being cheap. Y'all content creators, stop being cheap. You want to continue to promote your Black man bashing movement, your female uckery movement. Y'all need to go to this platform. Y'all, matter of fact, y'all don't need to pay him $10. Y'all need to pay him $50 a month. That's how I feel about it. Everybody wants something for free. You want people to pay you. That's like somebody who want to come to the damn barbecue. They want to eat the food, but they won't even bring a dish. You want to sit up here and complain, oh, they ain't hardly got no potato salad. They done ran out of ribs. They done ran out of grilled chicken. Well, why the hell didn't you bring something? Don't be coming to people damn cookout and you complain about, shoot, they ain't hardly got no food. Did you bring anything? Did you bring potato salad? Did you bring paper plates? Did you bring soda? It's always people who don't want to spend no money, but want to get on people about how they spend their money. Y'all ever notice that? And it's always, when it comes to these Black cookouts, it's always that one person. Let me tell y'all Black folks something. When it comes to these cookouts, stop being cheap. I don't know, this last cookout, I ain't gonna say no names, but the last cookout I went to, the paper plates was so thin. Soon as I put one scoop of potato salad, the whole goddamn paper plate folded. Y'all some cheap individuals in these Black cookouts. Y'all know good darn well you need to get the styrofoam paper plates. Why did you get the paper plates? Soon as I put a hot dog on there, the paper plate folded. I don't understand y'all. Y'all cheap as hell. And who the hell bought the sodas that just said pop on there? The sodas didn't say what flavor was on the soda. It didn't say it was strawberry because the outside of the can was red. I had to assume it was cherry or watermelon. The soda just say pop. A lot of y'all cheap as hell. And who the hell bought that cheap Reynolds wrap that already ripped before I got it all the way out the Reynolds wrap box? We have a lot of cheap folks that be operating and orchestrating these Black cookouts. And y'all always have that one aunt who can't cook. She's the main one that brings something. How the hell you bring potato salad with no damn mayonnaise in it? Some of y'all is slipping. Black folks, y'all got to get it together now. I thought I need to share this word because some of y'all don't need to be throwing no cookouts. You don't know what you're doing. And you always have that one drunk uncle who drank up everything before everybody get there. All the ice house gone. Y'all need to get together, Black people. I don't know what to tell y'all. And if you know you got bad kids, you bringing your bad kids to the cookout, please discipline your bad kids. They running all around the grill, being bad, knocking the damn grill over. Y'all got issues. Black folks, we need to get together. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get ready to shut it down. But, I just had to throw that in. It's all in fun. But, I got love for all of y'all. I got love for my subscribers. Again, I appreciate all of you who have been rocking with me since I started this channel back in 2016. I appreciate all of my subscribers. I see y'all as family. Change is going to come. Hopefully, we all can adapt and adjust to the changes that are going to be set forth. I'm going to continue to strive to do the best I can with my content. I'm going to continue to create and develop spiritual awareness and knowledge and wisdom. I'm going to continue to keep striving for that. Don't give up on y'all favorite content creators. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go through some changes. So we just ask that y'all be patient with us. Some of y'all content creators are gonna have to go to Black Avenger. Continue to support them. Whether they're black men or black women, if they're promoting the type of content that you feel should still be elevated, make sure y'all support these brothers, even though I don't care for half of them, but and these sisters as well, who I also don't care for. But I'm the kind of person, I don't believe in wishing bad luck on anybody else's journey. So make sure y'all go out here and y'all support these brothers and these sisters with this movement, and that way we continue to be great. Kujan says my cousin made a plate, and just when he was about to sit down, his food. I'm telling you, let me tell y'all, you can't get everything from the dollar store. You cannot buy everything from the Dollar Tree. I don't know who brought that last spatula at the last cookout, but I know one thing: the whole goddamn handle came off, and the spatula ended up flinging across the room. Black people, you cannot buy everything from the Dollar Tree. Okay? All right? Get some styrofoam plates, not them paper plates. You feel me? So on that note, y'all, it's definitely been pleasant for anybody who's interested in cable. Don't forget that I do sell cable. I sell 7,000 channels for only $25 a month. That's all sports events. That's all pay-per-view events included for free. All your HBOs, all your Showtimes. I even get cable from other countries: Japan, Netherlands, Africa. If you want more information on my cable, you are welcome to email me at cafedayparis79 at yahoo.com. I will be glad to give you as much information. If you are interested in getting a cheaper cable service, you do have to have a Fire Stick, of course, and you do have to have internet. It will not operate without it. Also, I also have my own traveling agency as well. So those of you who are interested in traveling, going on a cruise or taking a flight or going into another country with your family this summer, make sure you hit me up and I'll be glad to hook you up with that as well. Again, it's your girl, Lady Mocha. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth, and I will always break you off with a slice of knowledge. Y'all be blessed.